This is the new Nova.
Well, it's classy, it's sleek.
Great value for the money.
You can help solve an open case of murder. The story at 11.
Moonlighting and 30-something will not be seen tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But we'll be back next week at their regularly scheduled times.
Great. Well, that settles that.
Tonight, an ABC miniseries. Out of the ranks of the French Army heroes, Napoleon.
The state is ours!
Destined to conquer a continent, but not the woman who ruled his heart, Josephine.
An aristocratic whore.
A temptress caught in a reign of terror.
Mama? I'm afraid.
A woman who could be taken.
Do you want me?
But not possessed. Even by an emperor.
Well, you gave me your body, didn't you? Naked. In a bed. In each other's arms. Just don't lie to me. Don't you ever lie to me!
Napoleon and Josephine.
My obsession. My addiction.
A union that changed the course of history.
40 centuries of history! Look down upon you!
Tonight.
Riding around naked with some other woman! A fight of it, your revolution! I am this revolution!
The story of their legendary rise to power.
I crown you. I crown myself, Napoleon I, Emperor of France.
Their ambition.
The dreams one could dream in a bed like this.
Ready!
Their deception.
You will do as you are told.
Their betrayal. Napoleon and Josephine, a love story, next. Tonight's presentation, brought to you by Revlon. Revlon's super lustrous lipstick. The most unforgettable women in the world wear Revlon. And the heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet, who invites you to experience the 88 Chevrolets and listen to your heartbeat.
Tonight's film is based on accounts of the lives and times of Napoleon and Josephine. For dramatic purposes, certain events and characters have been fictionalized.
Over the past few years, Chevrolet has made a few changes. We've given you the InstaTrack 4x4 system, turbos to go quicker, an anti-lock brake system, and the highest mileage car in the country. So now Chevrolets are even more fun to drive, and so dependable they have a 660 warranty. As for how all those changes have affected Chevrolet, well, we're still America's best-selling cars.
The heartbeat of America.
You will love the first bite, outrageously right. Kudos, granola snacks. Pleasing, teasing, kudos, I'm yours. I'm yours. Nutty fudge, chocolate chip, or peanut butter. Kudos, you won me over any other. Electrifying, granola fire. Simply nutritious, outrageously delicious. Kudos, I'm yours. I'm yours.
Your hair needs a vacation, a break from residue and buildup most hair products leave behind. And here's the ticket.
Introducing new reviving system from Dermac for salon results.
You'll see a dramatic difference in just one use, because step 1 cleans dulling residue, while step 2 renews hair's moisture balance. To give hair a fresh start, with gloriously revived shine, body, and manageability, doesn't your hair deserve a vacation?
Reviving system. Dermac's newest salon secret for salon results at home.
I love dinner parties.
You love dinner. Should country crock go here?
All that rich, buttery taste.
Or with the green beans?
Green beans?
You love green beans.
Must have been your first husband.
You are my first husband.
Shed spread country crock. Rich, buttery taste, fewer calories than regular margarine, and no cholesterol. My mom said, gosh, your skin really looks nice. I told her I wasn't using soap anymore. Dove made the difference.
Dove contains 1/4 moisturizing cream. It won't dry your face like soap.
Dove makes my skin feel soft, supple. I bought some for my mom.
Wednesday.
Balky?
Balky takes a course at Kung Fu U. It's Perfect Strangers. Then, the kids make a smash hit with their version of Grease. Head of the class right after Perfect Strangers.
Tomorrow, Napoleon and Josephine will continue in a moment. Thursday, he's a bad dude undercover.
Name's Nick LeBeau. Friends call me Nick the Dad.
Hammer hits the rock.
What do you say, buddy? Huh? Want to play some Parcheesi?
And
You shouldn't feel self-conscious about your size.
That's easy for you to say. You had every girl in the enchanted forest begging
the
for...
Charmings after Sledgehammer. Thursday.
That's what I do best, is cycling. The trees are beautiful, the sky is beautiful. When I cycle, I feel healthier for what I've done.
I play ball for two reasons. I like it, and it adds years to my life. I wouldn't still be playing if I wasn't in terrific shape. If you feel young, act young, you're going to stay young.
What's the difference how old you are? You're old as you feel, and I don't feel old.
The way to grow old and healthy is to start on a health plan when you're young and healthy. So later in life, instead of just being alive, you can really live.
It's a wonderful life. You should try it.
An open case of murder, tonight at 11, only on Action News.
Americans are eating healthier than ever, or so they think. Even healthy foods may not be as healthy cooked in oil, margarine, or butter. But all-natural pan no-stick cooking spray adds only 1/10 the fat and calories of those things and keeps food light and delicious. The choice is yours. These or all-natural pan, because how you cook is as important as what you cook.
She's got a walk that's set to music, so sexy, silky, smooth. She's a no-nonsense kind of woman. You gotta watch her every move.
No Nonsense Sheer and Silky has the same silky look and feel of some department store pantyhose at nowhere near the price.
Her legs steal the show, but it's never an act. And if you whistle at her, she might whistle back. No nonsense. Well, if the attitude fits, wear it.
An important message for people who depend on their cars. For the 7th year in a row, Ford Motor Company cars and trucks have had fewer reported problems on average than any other vehicles designed and built in North America.
Not just when they renew, but thousands of miles down the road.
Now all our new cars, vans, and light trucks have a 6-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty.
With a warranty like that and a quality record like ours.
Whose car would you rather be driving?
At Ford, quality is job one.
This is an egg. Add a little Colby cheese, and this is exceptional. Don't forget the cheese.
Revlon lips never lie.
That's true.
Long-lasting lipsticks don't always stay true to your lips. The color changes. But Revlon's designed a lipstick to stay true to your lips.
It's super lustrous lipstick, now with a Stay True formula.
Revlon!
I want you very much, Susan, and I'm going to have you.
Stop it!
You tell me who he is, where he is.
Spencer for hire. Then Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers cook with 227's Jack Kay. Ned Beatty.
Evening, beautiful.
And Saturday Night Live's John Lovitz.
That's the ticket.
Dolly lights up your night.
You know, I was up all night making this outfit.
Check her out right after Spencer for Hire Sunday.
I went to my dentist with the worst pain. He told me about a different medicine. It's in these little yellow pills. Nuprin. Works so well on that pain, no wonder it's great on my awful headaches.
Nuprin. It's not aspirin, not Tylenol. It's ibuprofen. So effective, 2 Nuprin stop headaches better than extra-strength Tylenol.
And Nuprin's gentler on my stomach than aspirin.
Nuprin. Little, yellow, different, better.
It even worked on my worst pain.
This is chicken number 2009. Please, send me a new way to make it.
Kraft introduces new Chicken Applause dinners. 4 easy ways to make your chicken, like barbecue chicken and scalloped potatoes. You add the chicken, Kraft provides its own thick and spicy barbecue sauce, scalloped potatoes, and a blend of perfect seasonings.
Barbecue chicken. Yay, Mom.
I haven't heard that about my chicken in years.
New chicken, applause from Kraft.
Bring on chicken number 2010.
Listen to the heartbeat
I'm not easily impressed.
of America.
I figured the new Beretta can't possibly drive as good as it looks. Well, it proved me wrong. Beretta's tuned sports suspension really handled the curves. It felt taut yet smooth and definitely sophisticated. Professionally, it's outstanding. Personally, I'm hooked.
The heartbeat of America.
Beretta.
That's today's Chevrolet.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. This is my hair in the morning. So I wash it, just like you, and blow it dry, just like you. So how come my hair looks great despite all this? I discovered Pantene.
Pantene's Pro-Vitamin B5 complex penetrates your hair to give it inner strength, so it's healthier, stronger.
And it's always beautiful, just like mine.
Pantene shampoos and conditioners, serious care for beautiful hair.
Napoleon and Josephine will continue in a moment.
An ABC News brief. Now from Washington, Britt Hume.
Good evening. Secretary of State Schultz says the administration won't ask Congress for more military aid for the Nicaraguan Contras this year. Top administration sources say President Reagan will probably nominate California federal judge Anthony Kennedy to the Supreme Court tomorrow. Federal agents arrested 32 members of the Hells Angels in 5 states in a crackdown on drugs and illegal arms. Later on Nightline, the child abuse tragedy that's rocking New York. And that's News Brief.
If you've thought about Europe, think about now. Because now TWA lets you enjoy England for a price that's simply smashing. Say bonjour to the unforgettable culture and cuisine of France. Or come to Italy, country of romance and history. Wherever you land, TWA gives you full 50% discounts on great restaurants, hotels, and more. So think about now. Think about today's TWA. Find out how good we really are.
Banks, they're all the same. They get your money and forget you, right? Well, a while ago, I changed jobs and had to change banks. I expected more of the same, but that's not what I got. The manager there has always gone out of her way for me with advice and being available when I need her. So I give her all my business. All banks the same? Maybe not. Maybe not.
The Provident. We take pride in performance.
A question of survival for Western Union. Lisa Thomas-Laurie at 11.
Introducing Oreo Big Stuff.
Who do you think you are? Oreo big stuff. Oreo big stuff. Who do you think you are?
New Oreo Big Stuff. More chocolate, more cream.
You're big and satisfying, taking you with me all the time. Oreo big stuff. Looks like you're gonna go far. Oreo big stuff. Oreo big stuff. Who do you think you are? Nabisco.
It's holiday time in this little town. A free offer from Nabisco is coming around. Nabisco's offering savings, free snack crackers, and more. So everyone's taking their coupons to their neighborhood store. With new Ritz Bits, crispy better cheddars, great-tasting wheat thins, and Canada Dry. Saving money is as easy as pie. See Sunday's paper in your store for the Nabisco display. And get free snack crackers for the holiday.
I got hooked on Ivory soap when I was 12. I was trying to impress Jennifer Brooke. So I bought this manly man soap and sang pirate songs in the shower. My dad took one whiff and sent me back with a bar of ivory. Just be yourself, he said, and get rid of that parrot. Well, it turned out to be good advice. That night, Jennifer looked at me and said, "You smell good, Peter." I still use ivory, because anything else just doesn't seem like clean to me. But now and then, I miss the bird. I do.
When you're spending a few days alone, fresh breath is not a pressing problem, but tartar is. That's why there's new Colgate Tartar Control mouthwash. It's even more than a mouthwash. By rinsing, its proven formula fights ugly tartar buildup, which is smart even when you're alone. It also refreshes your breath, which is smart when you're not alone. New Colgate Tartar Control mouthwash. There's more to a clean mouth than clean breath.
Next week.
Promise not to tell anyone.
A baby?
What? You're an animal, sir.
The moonlighting's over. What are you doing? Taking you to prison. It's an all-new life for David.
This better be a dream episode.
Then.
It's Thanksgiving.
It's gonna be a day to remember. Just leave everything to me.
To you.
Mom, the turkey broke.
30-something after moonlight. 1 week from tonight.
My mom always made me feel better, no matter what.
My mom was easy to love.
My mom used to sing me to sleep at night. Sometimes I really miss that.
She's beautiful, my mom. She'd hold me and make it all better again.
My mother's the most gentle person I ever knew. When was the last time you took a picture of your mom?
When you have miles to go and promises to keep.
Listen to the heartbeat of America.
You could just discover new Chevrolet Corsica. And find not just a sports sedan with exceptional road performance, but a sports sedan designed to keep all your promises.
The heartbeat of America.
Corsica.
That's today, Chevrolet.
What you doing, Grandpa?
Putting on a fresh coat of wax.
Can I watch?
You can do better than that.
Here, hold my raisins.
Sun-made raisins, I used to love these when I was a kid. Still do. You about done?
Yep.
Good, let's take her for a spin.
Where are we going?
To the store. You're out of raisins.
Fresh, sweet, sun-made, America's favorite raisin.
This mirror reveals the whole truth. This woman just washed with soap. See the makeup and dirt soap leaves? I recommend Pond's Cold Cream to lift away what soap doesn't for cleaner, beautiful skin. No soap does what Pond's does beautifully.
Sometimes your skin gets so dry you can scratch the word dry right on your hand. And the drier your skin, the more you need Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion. It soothes and starts healing dry skin on contact. That's today's Vaseline Intensive Care.
Napoleon and Josephine will continue in a moment.
700 children will die this year from child abuse. What's wrong with the system that lets innocent kids go unprotected? Tomorrow on ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
From Channel 6, this is an Action News Brief with Jim Gardner.
Good evening. To the north and west of Philadelphia, they're getting their first visit from Old Man Winter. Dave Roberts has the latest on our AccuWeather forecast tonight. Dave Franco finds the worst airline flight in Philadelphia in the wake of a report card from the federal government. The grisly find in this trunk led to an open case of murder. Rob Jennings has part one of a special report. Lisa Thomas-Laura reports that some Western Union workers are waiting for bad news on their jobs. And it's good news for Phillies relief ace Steve Bedrosian. Those stories and more at 11 tonight.
The Sprint really makes me money.
Listen to the heartbeat.
It costs me 2 cents a mile to drive it. My company pays me 33 cents a mile. I make 31 cents a mile driving my car. First time I drove it, I couldn't believe it had 3 cylinders. It seems too powerful for 3 cylinders. For a small car, this thing moves.
The heartbeat of America.
Sprint's mileage is really unbelievable. The Sprint's really a blast to drive.
If you don't deserve the best, who does? Heineken. It's the only way to satisfy your thirst for the best.
Bruce Boxleitner and Linda Evans star after Nightline.
ABC's Olympic Diary is brought to you by Chrysler. When Peter Mueller was growing up in this little town in Switzerland, he only skied on weekends. Since he's world downhill champion, he can ski or bicycle anytime he wants. It's been 4 years since Mueller's run at Sarajevo left him a quarter of a second away from becoming the second Swiss man to win the Olympic downhill in 36 years.
In 1983, Lee Iacocca set the goal for Chrysler. We have one and only one ambition, to be the best. Today, Chrysler has the highest customer satisfaction of any American car company. Who says so? Not Lee Iacocca, J.D. Power and Associates. They surveyed over 20,000 owners of 1986 cars. In overall product quality and dealer service, Chrysler is the undisputed leader over Ford and GM. Undisputed.
Peter Mueller was second behind America's Bill Johnson in the 1984 Olympic downhill.
He came to defend the weak.
You're gonna get yourself killed, John.
Now he's become the hunted.
Don't let him kill you.
Sable is here. And
500 and 4,000.
nobody rips off this team.
What, you got an idea? You got it.
You're the Heat?
O'Hara. Then
Peter's plane. It crashed.
People live through these things all the time.
There were no survivors.
Hotel after Sable and O'Hara.
Saturday. Napoleon and Josephine will continue in a moment.
We got an Amana washer and dryer. Honey, it's only laundry.
I know.
We don't mess around, do we? We went right for the top.
We did.
Amana. Didn't we say shop around, read up on it?
We did.
Yeah, compare prices, go for the best value.
We did.
And we got an Amana anyway.
We did.
Didn't we say don't go over our budget?
We didn't.
You see, that's real clean.
When you know exactly what you want, Amana.
If breakfast were as it was meant to be, it would be a centuries-old balance of fruits, grains, and nuts. The breakfast Europeans called muesli. Now muesli comes to America as Kellogg's Mueslix. Oats, wheat, rice, corn, barley, raisins, dates, and hazelnuts. Kellogg's Mueslix. 5 grain or bran. What breakfast was meant to be.
If your kids are somewhat interested in TV, then they just might be ready for Video Smarts. Video Smarts is a VCR learning system that entertains and teaches your child.
Find the space with the letter B. Right.
So if your kids are spellbound with TV, imagine how they'll feel about Video Smarts. Video Smarts. Smart TV.
Nobody do the fondue like the Swiss do. Don't forget the cheese.
Revlon lips never lie.
That's true.
Long-lasting lipsticks don't always stay true to your lips. The color changes. But Revlon's designed a lipstick to stay true to your lips.
It's super lustrous lipstick, now with a Stay True formula.
Revlon!
Stay tuned for scenes from the continuation of Napoleon and Josephine.
The state is on!
A woman of the world.
Is there something wrong with your hand?
It's shaking uncontrollably. I'm in love with you.
You mustn't.
Forget whatever designs you have on Josephine. Barra has plans for her and General Bonaparte.
I would prefer to choose my own conquests.
No!
I want you for my wife.
I have been a wife. Much rather be a mistress.
There are fortunes to be made from this campaign. He must be set straight.
You will. I told you I would impose my will on destiny.
I pronounce you man and wife.
We may have a Corsican tiger by the tail. You will do as you are told. But she's not in love with me. She never was. She didn't lie.
The romance that changed the course of history. Napoleon and Josephine. continues.
You once said to me you'd rather be a mistress than a wife. You were right. Divorce this woman now.
I crown myself, Napoleon I, Emperor of France.
A fight of it, your revolution!
I am this revolution!
Napoleon and Josephine, a love story next. Tonight's presentation brought to you by the heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet, who invites you to experience the 88 Chevrolets.
For dramatic purposes, certain events and characters have been fictionalized.
When I have a headache, I take Excedrin. But when I have a face ache, and my face aches all over from sinus congestion, pressure on my eyes, my cheeks, my forehead, I take new Sinus Excedrin.
Introducing Sinus Excedrin. Extra strength pain reliever plus the maximum amount of decongestant you can buy. And nothing to make you drowsy.
If you have a face ache, take new Sinus Excedrin, the face ache medicine from Bristol Myers.
Listen to the heartbeat. Listen to the heartbeat of America. Oh, yeah.
Today's Chevrolet Celebrity. It has the comfort, security, and performance for people who've grown up without growing old.
The heartbeat of America. That's today's Chevrolet.
Josephine will continue in a moment.
The news about aspirin is startling. New discoveries, new medical benefits. I write about it all the time. There's one bit of news you haven't heard. It's about Anderson. Even surprised.
This evening, Ken Edwards had a vision of the future. Not of time travel or cities in space, but of his family. His daughter practicing law. His wife heading her own business. Himself retired, writing detective stories. This evening, Ken Edwards had a vision of the future and knew what it would take to get him there. Yay! Plans for investments and protection from the equitable. We have great plans for you.
Discover the fragrance of America. Lady Stetson.
Remember the day you took off your training wheels. Legs pumping, wind blowing, feet flying. You couldn't wait to see what you could do. If you're ready to feel that way again, you're ready for the new Audi 90. Driving is what you hoped it would be when you were a kid, on a bike, on your own.
Why cook in oil, margarine, or butter? All-natural Pam adds only 1/10 the fat and calories and keeps food light and delicious. Pam cooking spray, because how you cook is as important as what you cook.
Think of silk and what comes to mind? Rich colors, expensive dry cleaning. You probably don't think of Woolite. Well, a lot of silks are washable, so what else would you trust? Look, clean it wrong once and it's lost forever. I trust Woolite.
For your love, oh, I would do anything. I would do anything for your love.
When it comes to the joy of giving, nothing makes you feel as good as gold.
You're he.
I'm he.
Edward Lowe.
Edward Lowe.
And you like cats.
And I love cats.
And I love your kitty litter brand. It's dust-free. So what's new?
My kitty litter brand is now sanitized with Health Guard to fight odors and the germs that cause them.
Germs?
Yes, germs cause cat box odor.
Ooh.
In fact, I call my kitty litter brand the ultimate odor fighter.
Edward Lowe, you have a cat with you.
Shh, don't tell the manager.
Friday, Wesley's wanted.
Where have you been? That depends. What have you heard? I recognize you from your poster in the teacher's lounge.
Mr. Belvedere. Then,
we're here with this older man.
That's a pretty weak line.
Really, he's very depressed and very lonely. Look for yourselves.
Who's teaching who about the pursuit of happiness after Mr. Belvedere, Friday?
We'd like to take this opportunity to make light of ourselves. Introducing Philly. Light.
Sherrod, Apollo 7.
Bean.
Gordon, Apollo 12. We had more to conquer than space.
I had a runny nose.
And I had a stuffy head.
We used Actifed. How do you conquer cold symptoms? Actifed.
Tone up your body with exercise. Tone up your skin with tone.
I'm toning up from my head to my toes. I'm toning up, now my skin's gonna glow. I'm toning up, looking good. I'm toning up.
Tone, the skincare bar with cocoa butter. It cleans, moisturizes, and conditions for healthy-looking skin.
I'm toning up, now my skin's gonna glow. I'm toning up.
Tone up with Tone.
Was she born with that hair color, or is that your doing?
In salons, the talk is about Miss Clairol. Miss Clairol, the colors hairdressers choose more often than any other hair color.
If I could be a blonde like that, I'd do it in a minute.
Miss Claire 27.
Superb color, time after time. No wonder hairdressers trust the colors of Miss Clairol more often than any other. So for beautiful hair, gorgeous color, shouldn't you trust Miss Clairol?
It's so easy to own Tercel. It's so easy.
The 1988 Toyota Tercel Easy. The price will take you right back to the 50s. Only $59.48. Reliable Toyota Tercel with a price dialed down to the 50s. Right now, power and zip, contemporary up-to-the-minute style, good old 50s price.
Tercel, who could ask for anything more? Toyota.
On 2020 Friday, go inside the New York house where a shocking child beating led to death. Learn what neighbors, police, and teachers didn't do to help Lisa. Watch 2020 Friday.
Napoleon and Josephine will continue in a moment. Next Wednesday on Dynasty.
Blake's not governor yet.
Politics.
He never will be.
The second dirtiest game in town.
It's already done. I married the woman.
From Channel 6, this is an action news brief with Jim Gardner.
Good evening. After getting our first taste of winter weather, the worst appears to be over for Philadelphia. Here's Dave Roberts.
Right you are, Jim. AccuWeather is now telling us the real heavy snow is over. And after a cleanup, well, milder weather is on the way. Also tonight, the story of the only unsolved case of a Philadelphia police officer killed in the line of duty. It is part 2 of an open case of murder. That was on Pollock's World at 11 o'clock tonight.
Is this your idea of a bite to eat? Leek soup and salmon with hollandaise sauce. Then you have the taste for Noah. Does an everyday meal look like this? Is this the little something you whip up for the crowd? Then you have the taste for Noah. Uncommon soups, exceptional sauces, bouillon and salad dressings. Is this your idea of a simple dinner for two? Noah, where taste is everything.
Hello, I'm Wally Kennedy. On the next day in Philadelphia, we'll meet a Yale-educated doctor who claims that too many people are dying needlessly of AIDS. And we'll preview the weekend entertainment scene, including Willie Nelson.
Kirk Douglas stars in Amos, Saturday night.
ABC's Olympic Diary is brought to you by Gallo Wines. In 1980, East German Annette Pürch defeated American Linda Fratiani for her country's first figure skating gold medal. This showdown capped 3 years of friendly rivalry. Both skaters worked on their beauty, but cosmetic gains weren't enough for Linda, who fell behind in the compulsories and could never catch Annette.
I love to see you blush.
Introducing Blush Chablis.
Smile is fine anytime, but I love to see you blush.
the beautiful new wine from Gallo that captures what a blush is all about.
One more time.
New Gallo Blush Chablis. It's what happens when a white wine decides to blush.
I love to see you blush.
4 years later, Annette Perch was succeeded by her sister-in-law, current Olympic and world champion Katarina Witt.
I want you very much, Susan, and I'm going to have you.
Stop it!
You tell me who he is, where he is.
Spencer for hire. Then Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers cook with 227's Jack Kay. Ned Beatty.
Evening, beautiful.
And Saturday Night Live's John Lovitz.
That's the ticket.
Dolly lights up your night.
You know, I was up all night making this outfit.
Check her out right after Spencer for Hire Sunday. Napoleon and Josephine will continue in a moment.
Listen to the heartbeat
I'm not easily impressed.
of America.
I figured the new Beretta can't possibly drive as good as it looks. Well, it proved me wrong. Beretta's tuned sports suspension really handled the curves. It felt taut yet smooth and definitely sophisticated. Professionally, it's outstanding. Personally, I'm hooked.
The heartbeat of America.
Beretta.
That's today's Chevrolet.
Wouldn't it be great if every lettuce and tomato burger came with an oven for the burger and a refrigerator to keep the lettuce and tomato from getting soggy and wilted? McDonald's McDLT does. Its two-sided package keeps the burger hot on the McOven side, and the McFridge side keeps the lettuce and tomato cool and crisp. You put McDLT together, so it's always fresh, never soggy, and totally delicious.
The affordable K40 from Kodak.
35 millimeters? It's easy. A simple thing in 35. Let's come alive. Kodak sweet as 35.
Hey, congratulate me.
Introducing new Clusters cereal. If you like nuts, you'll love Clusters. It's the nuttiest tasting cereal. Only Clusters has almonds, pecans, and walnuts clustered together with a touch of honey and mixed with crispy flakes. No one who loves nuts can resist such a nutty combination. If you like nuts, you'll love Clusters.
Revlon lips never lie.
That's true.
Long-lasting lipsticks don't always stay true to your lips. The color changes. But Revlon's designed a lipstick to stay true to your lips.
It's super lustrous lipstick, now with a Stay True formula.
Revlon!
Stay tuned for scenes from the conclusion of Napoleon and Josephine.
She's got a walk that set to music, so sexy, silky, smooth. She's a no-nonsense kind of woman. You gotta watch her every move.
No Nonsense Sharon Silky has the same silky look and feel of some department store pantyhose at nowhere near the price.
Her legs steal the show, but it's never an act. And if you whistle at her, she might whistle back. No nonsense. Well, if the attitude fits, wear it.
We're going to show you how to turn a tomato into a dish. Mozzarella makes it sweller. So, don't forget the cheese.
This is chicken number 2009. Please, send me a new way to make it.
Kraft introduces new Chicken Applause dinners. 4 easy new ways to make your chicken, like 3 cheese chicken and rice. You add the chicken, Kraft provides perfect seasonings, rice, and a blend of tempting Kraft cheeses.
Yummy chicken, Mom. Yay, Mom.
I haven't heard that about my chicken in years.
New chicken, applause from Kraft.
Bring on chicken number 2010. After 7 days with Dove, my skin felt soft. With Dove, I'm a good-looking grandma.
We asked women to give up their soap and use Dove for 7 days.
Dove cleans, and it doesn't dry my face out like soap. It's the best of both worlds.
Dove contains 1/4 moisturizing cream. Its non-soap formula won't dry your face like soap.
My mom said, gosh, your skin looks really nice. I told her I wasn't using soap anymore. Dove made the difference.
Why settle for making peas when you could add a little cheddar cheese and make mad, passionate whoopies? Don't forget the cheese.
Tomorrow night,
You have no shame.
No, I have no shame.
the saga continues.
Bonaparte is in love with her. I know he is.
I crown myself Napoleon I.
You are a pig.
You betrayed France and the revolution for a crown. I am this revolution!
Bonaparte must die.
You are going to divorce me.
There's enough gunpowder in this cart to blow up the whole square.
Tomorrow, the conclusion of Napoleon and Josephine, a love story. Tonight's presentation of Napoleon and Josephine brought to you by the National Dairy Board, America's dairy farmers, who remind you that a little natural Swiss, mozzarella, Monterey Jack, or cheddar. Tonight,
I crown myself Napoleon I, Emperor of France.
He'll be here for the winter, and I would do everything in my power to make it enjoyable.
Riding around naked with some other woman.
the unforgettable conclusion.
Would you still love me?
Napoleon
I don't love you now.
and Josephine,
You're my obsession. My addiction.
a love story. Next. Tonight's presentation brought to you by the Heartbeat of America, Today Chevrolet, who invite you to extend accounts of the lives and times of Napoleon and Josephine. For dramatic purposes, certain events and characters have been fictionalized.